Hey friends, Kris here through the prism of Chrism. We've been talking on F-bombs for 2 weeks. This is number 11. We got another one tomorrow, and then we'll have a wrap-up the day following, and then that's it. Hope you've enjoyed these. If you have, comment, send us a message. Let us know where you're watching from. It'll be a great encouragement. Now, today's F-bomb, fortify your future. I've got an interesting verse, Nahum 2 and verse 1. And this is in the Holman translation. You say, I never heard anybody ever preach from Nahum. Well, here it is. It says, one who scatters is coming up against you. Now listen, something's coming your way. Man the fortifications. Watch the road. Brace yourself. That's a good thought. Summon all your strength. Now listen, they say when the plane's about to crash, you need to hunker over and brace yourself. I don't know if the plane's going to crash, but the economy might crash. And you need to fortify your future because we don't know what's coming. Now, fortify comes from the same root word as force. So we think of a fort, a castle, a fortress, protection, our city of refuge, or literally in the economic world, security or securities. We need to invest in the future. First of all, fortify your family life. Why? Because you don't want to end up old and alone. Listen to me, friend. I don't care how many friends you have right now. They're going to move on. I don't care who your buddies are and your social caste and class, they're going to leave one of these days, maybe 10 years, 20 years from now. All that's going to be left, the only person that's going to care, you're going to be sitting across the breakfast nook from your spouse. So if you're going to invest in anything, you better invest in what is going to be lasting, and that is family. Now listen, I'm not the best husband in the world, I'm sure, but whenever I leave for a meeting somewhere, I always take soap and write a note, a love note on my mirror in my bathroom. And we call them soap operas, and Deb's the star of the soap opera. And the other day I was driving to Siloam Springs, Arkansas to preach, and I saw some beautiful flowers on the side of the road, and I probably stopped 5 different times and took pictures of Arkansas wildflowers and texted them to my wife. Well, I enjoyed that so much, she liked it. The song says, you don't bring me flowers anymore. So anytime I see beautiful flowers, I'll shoot her a text of it. Somebody says, why don't you bring her a live flower? Well, listen, I'm making an attempt to secure my future with my wife. Come on. And are you doing any better? Number 1, fortify your family life. Number 2, fortify your fiscal life. Why? Because you don't want to end up old and broke. Listen to me. If your outflow exceeds your income, then your upkeep will be your downfall. You got to get control of your finances. Listen, your current giving is a snapshot of your future living. And so we need to start giving more. Listen to this verse in 1 Timothy 6, verse 17 and 19, and this is the Living Bible. Paul says, tell those who are rich not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which will soon be gone. But their pride and trust should be in the living God, who always richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment. By doing this, they will be storing up real treasure for themselves in heaven. It is the only safe investment for eternity, and they will be living a fruitful Christian life down here as well. Isn't that beautiful? And then Proverbs 10 and verse 15, the rich man's wealth is his strong city. So I don't know what to do or how to do it, but you need to start socking a little bit away every month and fortifying your financial future. Third, fortify your emotional life. Amen. Why? Because you don't want to end up old and bitter. You don't want to be a grumpy old man. You've seen them, cynical, sour, snarling, faces wrinkled, upset with everybody. You're really not old until you exchange hopes for regrets. And there are so many people that live in regret. And the way you overcome that is you see yourself as young. You see yourself alive and active. Live in constant praise. Practice the presence of God. Read His Word. Then finally, fortify your spiritual life because you don't want to end up old and ashamed. If you can say, if I lay my head down on the pillow tonight, and if it's good night down here, it's good morning up there, then you truly are a rich man. Don't lay your head down at night and count the outstanding IOUs. Lay your head down and count your blessings. Name them one by one. Know that you're forgiven. Settle accounts with God. Get prepared for eternity. Fortify your future. Kris here. Hope you've enjoyed this. Share this with somebody. I want to see a lot of people watching this, okay? See you tomorrow.